kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading.
Dumb as hell.
Charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
But they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Okay, so when you sign, you usually get the producers to price your name, your face, your voice, your likeness, your story, and your work to LinkedIn. Remember that phrase from the other posts? I told you, when you hear that, you run. Then you use your footage and repost TikToks, spin-offs, promos.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, there's 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Williams now to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be off the ball too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. That would have been an easy throw.
To throw on 3rd down, Williams. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice game for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The big receiver in motion left. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown! DJ Moore, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. And he'll very wisely take a knee as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 14. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sling. They lose a yard there on third.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting.
What the fuck, man?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert when they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Addison will go in motion left. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down and 8. Back to throw. McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They go play action here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, TJ Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And inside give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a third down. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down. McCarthy. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. This one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Off play action. McCarthy. He throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, McCarthy has got his tight end over the middle, TJ Hockenson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the play fake, McCarthy. Under pressure. and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. That sack by Tremaine Edmunds. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are back within a score. Point after up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now left side on the swing pass. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to send it out to 3rd and 9.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance, they're getting off the field.
Called out an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Larry, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And he's taken down the man before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5, and they pick up a 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Just a yard on the game there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 4th down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Moore, the man in motion. Swift going to try up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Williams to throw on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Williams throwing on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Back to throw again. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So partly it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Running right, Jones. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looks again for TJ Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on the punt for Minnesota. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin his next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the 1st of their timeouts as they talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. Williams flushed out right. And that's complete. They're going to take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Here's Williams on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to throw. Williams. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, he'll drop the throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll look to throw again. He's got to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. This ball complete. It's an all-round to Thielen. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on second down, McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy going underneath. He's got Hockenson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. A final shot before break. McCarthy. That one too wide and incomplete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. There's DJ Moore as the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. Back to throw. Williams. Forced out to his left. Pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Williams now on 1st and 10, buying time to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he takes this for about 6. Inside the 40.
Someone have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making
Come on, bro.
And he won't get close. Only a
Time after time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Williams throwing on 4th down. And it's
You gotta be kidding me, bro.
and they turn it in.
The fucking tight ends ain't doing shit.
4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A give up the middle to Akers. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 of the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking to throw on second down. McCarthy.
Oh, my God. How did you miss that?
Free. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down at the 21 or 22. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I've met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Second and 5. Give to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And his kick is good. And now they get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there in CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take it.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
More of a motion man right. And we're getting here on the touch pass. DJ Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 20. A big pickup of 38. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
He'll buy some time right. He's got a man on a crossing route. That's Moore. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Williams. Eluding the pressure right. That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown Bears. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Comes Minnesota. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 60 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with the touchdown.
Yes, you're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Oh, my God, y'all. Let us play, bro.
So that time they got the left guard with a hole.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Now Williams on third down. We'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going in. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw. McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. So a decent gain there, but not their fourth consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They got into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, McCarthy.
Ooh, that was close.
But it's incomplete.
Oh, yeah, 4-down territory, fellas.
Surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this one is right through. And they will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's Williams. Off play action. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll send the receiver in motion left. This is Swift on the counter. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Ben, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call. He's throwing that red challenge for him. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard. Once again, it's Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. 2nd and 9. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over the
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
1st and 10. McCarthy going underneath. He's got Hockenson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
That coach is always hard finding the quarterback, reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hits the tight end, let him get some rock.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Off play action. McCarthy drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmunds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This is 2nd and 8. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. Oh, he just needed to throw it away. Instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Looking to throw. Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah. Now
What are you talking about?
Football, it's caught. It's a touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now the point after try for Santos. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. McCarthy. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.
Touchdown.